Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Cathedral of Velvet podcast. It is that time once again. Another 2 weeks has gone and by, has come and by, come and live whatever. And I am your host, as always, Parajusho. Yeah. So, Cathedral of Velvet podcast. It is that bi-weekly, every other week podcast where we talk about some Alice stuff, Persona, Shin Megami Tensei, whichever, and maybe some other games here and there. Your host, as always, Parajusho. Thank you guys for coming by. These past 2 weeks, it's been somewhat eventful. I was about to say, nothing much has happened, but yeah, so something did happen actually. Well, let's get before we get into the news, as always, we kind of talk about what's been going on in life and all that stuff within the past 2 weeks. So how about we get right into it? Up on the main channel, Power Juice Show, and don't mind the noises. Just some text messages and all that stuff. Uh, Past 2 weeks of up on the channel, of course been recording more Persona 3 Reload. Currently we are at least the time of recording 35 hours, so not bad, but we're just right about the halfway point of the game. 35 hours. Um I am liking the new content that's within the game. I'm just kind of trying not to spoil what's been happening in the game, just in case you guys haven't seen it for yourself. And you guys can also check what the new stuff is up on my main channel. Links is always in the description below. But of course, it's really fun. I'm loving the game. Just trying to the voice cast for I'm getting more into the social links of it, and I am liking the voices. Um, the quality of life improvements that they've done is really great. I'm loving it. Uh, uh, yeah. So far, I am currently on episode 25 in terms of editing. At the day of time of this episode's recording, unfortunately I wasn't able to put up a new episode. Believe where the last episode that was put was episode 21, I believe. 2021. Yeah, it was episode 21. uh I was playing on to scheduling an episode last night, but I was helping out my friend Gavin with his subathon. I was a little guest on there, which I think it's still going. At the time of this recording, it still should be going on, but just let me just check in real quick. Yep, he is still live, but probably when this is all over, it's probably over by then. But yeah, I've just spent like the night just playing like some Jackbox and doing whatever on his stream. It was pretty fun, but like we went up to like 4 a.m. I was just like, okay, no, I'm just dead be tired, especially from working earlier that day too. So just like, nah, I can't post. I can't schedule anything. I'm just way too tired. So yeah, hopefully, uh, hopefully, I'll be able to record later tonight. Uh, Hopefully some more recording for Reload, and hopefully later on this week too. Try to do more recording so I can try to get caught up in terms of some backlog. I think I'm still like two sessions behind in terms of like editing. So I have three currently in the backlog. I have one. Out of the three, I'm currently editing one of them. So yeah, that's currently episode 25. That's the latest one, I believe. That's finished editing or just needs to be rendered out. So there's that. Um, just trying to see. I don't think I've really done that much, really. So yeah, think things just been all right. Uh, life's been going all right. Uh, I've been. Oh, I I can't believe I almost forgot this, but like no. Celebrate my 13 years of being content creator. Uh, it was February 27th when I uploaded my first video. That's when all things went uphill, downhill, depending on the situation. But yeah, 13 years of doing this. I'm saying what? Doing this 13 years. Oh, yeah. Uh, and I believe like the anniversary for the Cathedral Velvet should be soon, possibly. I think it's April. I think maybe. No confirmation of me doing anything for for the anniversary of this of the podcast, but yeah, that should be coming up soon. Uh, and I am almost went back to the main channel. Almost at monetization, just really close. I'm less than 100 hours away from the channel being back to monetize. And let me just tell you, it's been I have not been making any money off of my main channel since what 2018, right? 2018, 2017, whenever that apocalypse was happening, and YouTube decided to like, hey, we're removing everyone except select few from partnership, and you have to have a certain amount of hours to get the back the partnership. And let me tell you, I was at that time I was really angry because like, hey, I didn't do anything wrong. All my stuff like it caused no issue, but like, hey, you to be like, no, we don't care. Even though you've been doing this for so long, and you haven't done anything wrong, we're still kicking you out until you get back up. So, so yeah, from 2018 up till now, so that was 6 years, right? 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. Yeah, about 6 years. No money from YouTube. Uh, everything was all out of pocket, or from working my other job. So it'd be finally glad to hey, my work is finally somewhat being being rewarded, and like glad that all that's happening. Just like yeah, less than 100 hours away. Uh, if hopefully by the time you guys are watching this, if we not reached it yet, please check out the main channel. It's just an hour of your time can make a difference. So yeah, please check out the main channel for that. Um, and I mentioned my 13-year video that I really want to try to like reach out to different people to like expand my like social group, get out of my comfort zone, because just like within my entire like uh YouTube career, Coco career, I've not really collabed with many people. Like there's like been a couple of videos where I've just like I had people like help out with the editing and stuff like that. That's like less than on like I can count on like one hand how many times that happened. And an actual like collab video, that's even like again on one hand that's happened. So yeah, I'm really trying to like expand, like get out of my comfort zone, like ask people, hey, do you want to do a collab or anything like that? Because that is like I really have not done much of that like in my 13 years like of doing YouTube. So hopefully, people can reach back and we can try to do something about this. So yeah, like most of the things I've been having on the channel is like are people that already met like for like some time now. So like for example, Air and Drew on the podcast channel. We've already known each other for a while. It's just like, hey, you want to be on here? As a guest, like, oh yeah, sure, that'd be cool. So I really want to like try to meet new people with all that. So hopefully that can happen. Hopefully in the near future. Just hopefully they can just get back to me. That'd be really great. Whether it be big creators, small creators, just like to meet new people. So yeah. So going on for about 11 minutes now. I think it's about time we head over to the news segment. This portion of the podcast is sponsored by you, the patrons on patreon.com/cavepodcast. With as low as $3 a month, you can support me and the podcast with benefits such as exclusive posts, early access to the podcast, no in-video ads, your name scrolling in the video, and much more. So please consider supporting your boy over at patreon.com/cavepodcast. And now back to the show. So yeah, we don't really have that much in terms of news. Majority of them are real quick, and then one update about another title that's hopefully that's gonna be real big, maybe. So so let us get right into it. So let's just switch on over. So of course, like always, we're checking out Persona Central. Links to all the articles and whether from Persona Central or another site, will be linked down in the description below. Please check them out. Again, links are all in the description below. Always, link your sources wherever you get them from. Please do that. Give them the credit that they deserve. So please check out Persona Central. Links will be down in the description below. And I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I do this because they do good work. Alright, so let us check out the first article, and we talked about a little bit last week, and hey, it came true. Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance announced for June 21st, 2024 to release on Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5, Switch, Xbox, and, well, pretty much just PC in general. So yeah, it's real. It's a real game. So, like last time, we saw it was like it was literally like a day before, no, 2 days before the Nintendo partner direct. So hey, like I did actually I really should have just also done this. Where is it? I forgot to do the thing where I always uh no, it's not that. Oh, there we go. So yeah, it was revealed during the Nintendo Direct, and I did, of course, my reaction to the whole, reveal of it. So, if you guys want to check it out for yourself, please do check out my reaction to it. But yeah, during today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase, Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance was officially announced for June 21st, 2024 release. So yeah, less than today, yeah, 3 months now. Well, almost 3 months. Through the official website, the game's platforms have been revealed as the Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5, PC, and Xbox. Previously teased through a Korean rating, SMT5 Vengeance will be an expansion on the original game released in 2021, with additional content and new female character. SMT5 Vengeance will offer gameplay improvements along with quality of life elements. The game will offer two routes, whichever. At the start of the game, players can choose Canon of Creation to follow the original SMT5 storyline. The second route, Canon of Vengeance, will follow the same storyline but with significant changes in the middle and later stages. The story. Thou shalt be God. I mean, this kind of reminds me of like a uh Yarmar, like become as gods, become as gods. uh, when a grisly murder scene in modern-day Tokyo blocks our protagonist's walk home, an unplanned detour leaves him buried and unconscious. He awakens in new Tokyo, a wasteland ravaged by apocalypse now called Dot. But before bloodthirsty demons can claim his life, his live should be live. A savior emerges, and the two of them unite to become a mighty being, neither human nor demon, an albino. So, Canon of Vengeance. Canon of Vengeance features 4 brand new female demons, named Quaditsu? Uh, Kaditsu? I'm not sure how that's pronounced. Newly designed by character designer Masayuki Doi. Lilith, voiced by Atsuko Tanaka in Japanese and Caitlin Galt in English, is a leader, guided by a certain purpose. A new girl will also appear, named Yoko Hiromine, voiced by Chiwa Saito in English and Aaron Yvette in English. So yeah, new Lilith design, so that is looking pretty cool. And she looks, I was like thinking like the entire time, like and throughout the week, like the demon here on the right looks very familiar. And also, let me just describe, the picture for the audio listeners. So there's 4 ladies, in the picture here. The first one on the left is, well, she has like, well, they all have pasty, pale skin, and like the one on the left has some razor sharp claws, and like half of her face is just like top half, like above her mouth, is like black with like white pupils, and below that is just white with some hair, braided hair, and looks like a pot cup on her head. The next one to the right of her is, she looks fairly humanish. Looks like a black dress with some black wings coming out from like her lower back with some sort of umbrella looking kind of thing. And next up is Lilith. If you've seen, Lilith was in the original SMC5, but now they upgrade her to be, a main villain. With her now, before she was just like like grayish black. Now she has she's some a little bit of black and white to it, but now her main color is mainly red, with her giant snake just wrapped around her. So yeah, she's pretty cool. And then the last demon, she has blonde hair. Looks like a majority of her face, looks like a regular lady, but then like a part of her left side of her face, like her eye and like her cheek is kind of like a skullish. And yeah, I mean, like my favorite design out of the 4 here is like the second and third one. Well, the second lady and Lilith here. The other two, like, they're alright. Continuing on, the Kaditsu, 4 female demons stand in the main character's way. Found it. The Key of Resurrection. A member of the Kaditsu, Lilith calls the protagonist Key of Resurrection, and herself the Oppressed. What is their purpose? A tale of revenge by the oppressed beings. So now Yoko, she's basically like Persona 5 role, Sumire, the equivalent of her. So, with no one to save them in the back of their mind, the victims desires only one thing: revenge against the assailants. She is a senior in the high school at St. Marina Academy, cool and somewhat mysterious. She meets and works with the protagonist in Dot. She has always possessed mysterious powers and was once called a saint. At the academy, she has been recognized for her power and learned exorcism magic. She has also participated in battles. Going to the gameplay, SMT5 Vengeance will features refinements to Dot's overworld desert, as well as a new Dot and dungeon. What? I feel like there's supposed to be something right in between here, between as well as a new dot in dungeon. Maybe it's for the vengeance side. A new quest has been added as well. In battle, allied demons will now have unique skills to emphasize their unique nature, and other additions have been made. Players will also be able to interact with their demon allies. So, shown off in like a Nintendo Direct, like there was a little above their skill set that says unique skills. Really wasn't sure what that was all about, but I'm guessing it's like maybe for each demon type, maybe, because I doubt for every single demon they're gonna have a unique skill. So it's probably for like, okay, like deity has a unique skill. Was it like why can't I remember like the demons' names or like their type, but like Fenrir or something like that, or just like in general like bees, fairy type. You know, those demons will have their own unique skills. So I highly doubt like every demon's gonna have their own unique skills. But I'm guessing like it's their type, right? And they've shown like once you have like some demons in your party, they'll be I'm guessing like in certain areas they'll be like, okay, they're out and about, you can talk to them. Perhaps they have maybe some quests that they can do with you, maybe. But yeah, not much information as of yet this article release. But we do get some information that we have over 40 demons that's going to be added into Vengeance, bringing the total to over 270 demons. One of them is a new demon making its appearance for the first time called the Naho Biho. So it's essentially a Jack Frost dressed up as the Naobino. So people said that like this was a fan design at first, but Curse Warren, like I've seen this being made like in promotion for the game, right? Or is it me, or was that not a thing? Like you guys can correct me in the comment section down below. Please do. I really want to get this right for next time. So the average playtime for one route in Vengeance is about 80 hours, totaling to about 160 when combining both routes. Now, how long did I play SMT5 the original? I can just grab my let me just see if I can just pull up on my Switch how many hours I did in that game. I don't have the card in it, but it should show me the playtime, right? Check my my page profile. It's not showing that. Check all software, maybe. Dang. I was hoping to see. Oh wait, I can check my email for like for that was 2021. So, Nintendo Switch, Shin Megami Tensei 5. Well, let me just add 2021 to it. Let's see. Wait. Saw something real quick. Okay, so from an email from December 20th, at that time I played 77 hours of SMT5. I mean, so it's about correct. I think I finished SMT5 on New Year's Eve, I believe. So 80 hours, that's not bad. That's pretty much correct. I think on my like Let's Play, I think like it was about less than like 50 episodes or so. So I'm thinking like, oh yeah, if I did in like 50 episodes and like each episode was about an hour, and like, oh yeah, that's pretty much right. Like being in 50 hours, but no, it's like some episodes are like 100, not 100 hours. Um, some episodes like an hour and a half. Some more episodes are like probably like 40 minutes or so. So, and of course editing out some of the unimportant stuff. So that's also probably a factor in that too. So 80 hours, that's probably about right. Alright, going to the description. Venture back into a post-apocalyptic Tokyo with an all-new storyline featuring new locations, demons, and choices to make in SMT5 Vengeance. Choose your path on June 21st, 2024. Physicals and digital pre-orders for PS5, for PC, Xbox, will begin on the 27th. Physical pre-orders for the Switch will also start on the 27th. Details on digital will be for the Switch will be announced later. And of course, as always, Day 1 DLC. Now, I won't be picking up like I did with SMT 5 initially, but so Day 1 DLC. So there will be Demon God Dagda from SMT 4 Final, and newly introduced is the demon goddess Konohana Sakuya, newly drawn by character designer Masayuki Doi. Sorry about that. Holy Will and Profane Descent. When the protagonist goes to investigate a mysterious reaction, he meets Danu, the Earth Mother goddess who claims to have come from a world that exists in another universe. Danu is apparently searching for his son. What? Danu is apparently searching for her son Dagda. The protagonist embarks on a search for Dagda with Danu. By completing the game, Dagda can be made an ally, and fusion will be unlocked. So this is done post game. I feel like it should be like, oh, by completing the quest, Dagda can be made to an ally, and fusion can be unlocked, right? And then there's Sakura Cinders of the East. Konohana Sakuya laments the turbulent world and searches for a hero who can pacify the world. She sees an image of a certain hero within the protagonist and challenges him. Winning the battle will allow you to make Konohana Sakuya your ally, and a fusion will be unlocked. So, I don't want to assume that like, oh hey, Konohana Sakuya is the same Konohana Sakuya from Persona 4, right? I mean that would be dumb to like assume that because they're like completely different, like universes, like but like, oh hey, we have Donna saying, oh hey, I'm from another universe, saying that, oh hey, yeah, my son's here. I mean, could it be? Maybe, but I highly doubt it. And the last part of the DLC here, in addition to earning DLC that makes it easier to gain experience and in-game currency will be released at the same time. But this is really dumb because they said that, oh hey, yeah, all the DLC from the first game will be included in this game. And then they make the DLC that makes makes it easier to gain experience and money will be paid DLC in this one. That's pretty dumb. And kind of makes it a liar, Alice, because you're saying that the DLC from the first game will be free in this one, but it's not. Not all of it, So, the DLC for the first game will be included in the base game, yeah. But the currency and EXP DLC is not included for this, so like that was in the base game, so all right. But we can check out the trailer real quick for you guys want to check it out. So yeah, we can just press play here. Make sure we get the quality up to 4K. And let me just tell you, it looks absolutely amazing. Like with the smoother frame rate too. Just like, oh, looks so good. This is what we've been missing out. Just make sure that audio's alright.
I'm afraid Tokyo experienced its own peculiar occurrence while you were away. I'll be counting on you to gather more intel.
4K, 60 FPS. It is so good.
This place is definitely dangerous, and that's about all we know right now.
Look out!
Who are you?
Hey, look, new girl.
And so we have found it.
Now, like, I did do like an analysis of, well, of another SMP5 video that came out a little bit after, but I'm feeling that so we have, our main character being, not Bino and all that stuff. I'm feeling that she's gonna be like the counterpart to him. So he's blue. What complements blue was red. So maybe, she becomes, not Bino herself, maybe?
We have found it. The key to the resurrection.
So what? This is where you prove you can fight? You think you can just fly in and be a hero?
If it wasn't for you, my brother would never have been dragged into this war.
Yeah, I can see a whole bunch of quality life updates, changes, like, well, what can be done.
Allow me to remind you how you were wronged by this world.
And a little bit of connection to SMT3. June 21st. And I've, recently, just starting to notice, like, how many games are, like, starting to, like, release on Fridays now. Because, like, games used to release on, like, Tuesdays, So, I mean, it's kind of wild, hey, how about release on Tuesdays? Because, hey, most kids aren't, I don't know, like, what was the reason, like, it's been releasing on Tuesdays? Just, it's like, don't have like too much of a crowd or something like that compared to like on a Fridays or weekends. But now, hey, let's just release on Fridays now. Okay. Then there's the other versions of it. And we got a whole bunch of screenshots. We just do this. Yep. Yeah, so she's from the DLC that was in the base game, now part of the main game. Yeah, looks a bit better. I mean, this image kind of looks like it's from the Switch version a little bit. It's a little bit muddied, but maybe it's just the quality of the image. Beelzebub. I was Beelzebub in the base game? I don't really remember. But Cherub is definitely a brand new demon in the game. I don't even know where he's from, like which game he came from. That is a very unique design. So you got like somewhat of a man's face, a lion's face, and a bull's face there. Then got choices. So I think it's Bright versus. I can't count on it. I think it says there. Maybe. Okay, some more demons. I remember these in like some of the 3DS games. Yeah, big boy over here. Oh, there we got Dogda. I wonder if he's gonna be played by Xenomorphous again. Ooh, lost hit. With that up, he looks pretty cool. All right. And hang out with some Aogami. That's something that was in the original. Getting to hang out with Aogami. Origami. So another addition to the game is like seems like a demon combo attack. So not sure if like you're doing something like with Persona 3 Reload where it's like, oh, as long as you have, the demons in your compendium, then you can do the special attack? Or is it like, okay, you need to have the demons in the party for you to be able to do the special attack? I mean, maybe, maybe not. Uh, and Narabino gets some new abilities too. Got Konohana Sakuya, so a healing, some sort of healing spell. Now, people, when we saw like this image, people thought like, oh hey, maybe this image is from like after an ending in the base game. Like you can see that our protagonist still has his Nabino powers while in human form. So people thought, oh wait, this is just continuing off from that ending, but no, this is like from the Vengeance route, where you're back in Tokyo and demons come up and they attack you, so you activate your Nabino powers and then defeat the demons. And this is also from the base game's DLC, fighting the Demi Fiend. I believe can't recognize that demon. Some new footage from Vengeance, and also I should probably put the music back on. Okay, also from the base game as well. Actually, SG4 demon, I believe. I never got him. A cutscene or cutscenes. So yeah, I feel like she's gonna become basically a red Nabino. This is only because like oh, she's using fire skills, and her whole, well, not her whole shtick is, red, but hey, like the title of SMP5 Vengeance has red to it. Red complements blue, all that stuff, so maybe. And also, it showed off that you can have some human characters as a guest party member in the game. So they won't be in, obviously they're guest characters, so they won't be in the party for long. But it's cool that they added them to the party too. All right, so there is that, and boop. Yeah, that was that. Glad to get that confirmation that it's a real game, and I'm gonna be doing a let's play on this, obviously. I'm not gonna be doing the full game. No, I'm only covering the vengeance part of the game, so that obviously there's gonna be some probably new demons in the original playthrough, but that's just gonna mean like no way I'm doing like both routes. I'm only covering vengeance. This video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN. You guys know me of a lover of Toku and all things anime, but sometimes it's just not available in my region. Some media is on, certain regions, like in America, there could be some certain shows that I really love, but sometimes it'll be non-available in places like Korea or Japan, somewhere outside the world, and you just don't have access to it. And that's where Surfshark VPN comes in. They let you have access to videos, media that's not usually available in your country. Surfshark lets you surf the web safely and has an antivirus to protect your device. And currently they're having a deal with 78% off your order plus 1 month free on your entire order. And if you guys don't like it, you can get your money back with a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you guys want to watch your Tokyo like Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, anime, whatever reality TV show that you like without being stalked or having to, not watch it at all, use Surfshark VPN. Use the link down in the description below. Save 70% off, 1 month free. That's the deal. So you guys, please use my code down in the description below, and thanks. And now back to the video. So yeah, going on to the next article. So we have an English cut of the trailer, which I did do, again, I did not prepare for this. Actually, like in my little ramble of, trying to get the first one out, just like, hey, look, I covered that. Oh, there we go. Please check it out. So following the announcement for the expanded and multi-platform release of F-15 Vengeance later this year, online storefronts for the game have gone online, revealing the English version of the extended cut for the trailer. So it's basically the same, just a couple more seconds. So I'm not really gonna cover that, but wait, hold on. I think I'm missing an article. Cause White God was the spotlight. We just see real quick. I should have. I thought I pulled it up. No, because we didn't do that. Huh. No. Alright, because like I saw it saw the video here, like the special program spotlight, and I'm kind of surprised that they didn't like put some information in here. Well, I guess this is the information, just really condensed, but alright. But I would have sworn that would have been like another article worthy, no, another worthy article, right? So yeah. So extending cut was just a couple extra seconds. Pre-purchasing is currently live on Steam. Xbox store pages have a few more details on upcoming DLC. So as a special pre-order bonus, we received 2 secret treasures treasure sets that will aid you during your journey through that. Additional content that will grant you access to the subquest centers of the East. And the quest players will be able to take on Konosakiya and even recruited as they prove victorious. After progressing to a certain point in the game, talk to Bethel and research in the Tokyo Dive building to get the subquest. It is recommended that this quest is attempted at least halfway through the game. So yeah, basically similar to what the last article said. And yep, talk to Bethel research in the Tokyo Dive building, and it's best to be attempted at the end of the game. So the other article says, okay, must better to beat the game versus, hey, have this at the end of the game. Guessing he's Dogda is pretty powerful, right? So there's a couple of additions to the game. So there's the launch edition and digital deluxe. So the digital deluxe comes with, obviously the base game comes with the DLC that increase the money and experience and miracles. Almost forgot that. And then the 2 other demons quests. And then the launch editions, it comes with steelbooks. That's pretty good. And the 2 Sacred Treasures DLC set. So apparently the launch edition and physical version is only for Switch, PS5, and the Xbox Series. It's not available for PS4, unfortunately, which that got me like a little bit upset, because like, hey, like PS4 and PS5 versions are basically the same, cover box thing, so no physical versions for that. But there's a physical version for the Xbox Series X and Xbox One version. So I'm gonna try to contact Alice about this. Try to see like, hey, is there any plans for a physical PS4 version? Because you're doing every other console. That's not really fair to do that. So hopefully, they'll be able to do that. Because I'm picking up the Switch version because is this covered in the other articles? I don't think so. But yeah, if you have the Switch version, you'll get some extra bonuses because you have the original SMT5 game data on your system. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Just have that little bit of consistency with the titles. It would be cool to have it on PS4, because I already have SMT3 on there, and that'd be really cool. But fortunately, no release on that. So yeah, there's that. Check out my reaction. It's pretty cool. And continuing on from there, got some developer interview excerpts. Famitsu has published an excerpt of an interview with SMT5 Vengeance developer staff, including director Shigeo. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. Komori and character designer Masayuki Doi. The full interview will be published in Famitsu 1839, released on February 29, 2024. So it goes. First of all, tell us about the process involved with planning SMT5 Vengeance. Komori, seems players enjoyed the previous work, SMT5, more than we have expected. We received a lot of positive feedback from both within Japan and from international audiences. As players delved deeper into the game, we started to receive feedback that there was room for improvements, and we took a look at those issues. Doi, for example, we received praise for the quality of models for the demons that we brought into 3D for the first time since the mainline title Nocturne. But we also had comments saying that there should have been more demons. I'm not gonna lie, I think there was a good amount of demons. Not gonna lie, I didn't think there would need more, but the numbers was a lot. All right, there was already 200 of them. Like, we need more demons. I'm maybe maybe more demons that weren't in 3D already that we haven't already seen before. Like maybe some demons that were exclusives on like the 3DS or like the DS titles, like for like Devil Survivor, Soul Hackers, SMT4, those demons. Some of the new demons that were in those titles, bring them over to the 3D version. That'd be pretty cool. But obviously, they can't. I don't think that there's like enough exclusive demons that weren't already 3D in those titles to bring over. So obviously, you have to reuse or bring some over that were already 3D, right? From there, the total number has certainly increased. Furthermore, it seems that this work also includes an expansion that goes further than just improvements. In previous title, there were many details and background behind the story, but many of those were not touched in the actual narrative. This was simply because there was no compelling reasons to delve deeply into those aspects for depicting the story of the previous game. However, with this project, I began thinking about how to bring these elements into focus. Stories about another possibility could have occurred. This is the idea behind the Canon of Vengeance arc. It seems that players are promoted to choose a route at the beginning of the story, but which should they choose first? Komori? If you haven't played the previous game's story, the Canon of Creation, it's perfectly fine to start with Canon of Vengeance. Both stories share the same beginnings, but over time various changes will occur in events, conversations, and with battles taking place in different locations. Even if you clear one route, then start the other, you'll start to feel like the two stories are becoming more and more out of sync despite following the same world and timeline. What is the reason for choosing vengeance as the theme, as indicated in the title? Komori. In previous work, the Canon of Creation, the story revolves around creating a world, and in the background to that, there is the Snake God and the Ox God. The story of the previous work, in some aspects, told the previous perspective of the Ox God. When you dig deeper into the Snake God, you find legends where it's subjugated by the Ox God and his followers. Some of these relationships were hinted at in nuances of the dialogue and design of the demons. But this was not the main focus of the story. So for Vengeance, we want to structure a story from the Snake God's perspective, a tale of vengeance by the oppressed. Our planners include Doi for the development team, then suggests which demons would be appropriate for this approach. I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't remember any Ox God being mentioned in the game or even seen. Because, like, okay, there's the demons for law, the demons for neutral, and then demon for chaos. None of them like even look like an Ox God. So like, well, what would they, like really like going after in that term? Like, well, what's the Ox God? like, well, let me just look that up real quick. Like, SMT5 Ox God. Like, I see the quest for the Bull God's lineage side quest. Wait, talking about Ball? Wait, is Ball the Ox God? But if Ball's the Ox God, then like, wow, he did not really he really did not make an impact in the game. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm seeing an article from not article, but someone posted on Reddit like, aside from mention, where in the story can you find concept Bull God according to director? Yeah, it was only it was only referenced in like a side quest with Ball and Zeus. So, huh? Yeah, that them talking about, oh yeah, the Ox God, like it didn't really impact the story like at all. They was barely mentioned. So, huh? All right, they decided to go with that. Sure. Continuing on from there, leading to this to the four female demons known as the Kaditsu, right? This might be an unfamiliar name to many readers, but please tell us how you interpreted this work. So full answer would be the interview. Okay. Are these systems improvements reflected in both main scenarios? Yes, the scenario canon creation arc has not been changed. However, systems have been updated to be similar to the canon vengeance arc. That's reassuring for those who are playing 5 for the first time. Finally, could you please give a message to the players who are looking forward to the game? Doi? Fans have been waiting for a long time since the release of the previous work. However, we are finally ready to deliver this new title. We prepared a dark and bitter story that emphasizes the essence of SMT, along with its captivating demons. We would be delighted if you could join us in anticipation until the day when you can experience a new Nahabina journey for yourself. Kamori? By including a new system, which we have not been revealed, should have not yet been revealed, we have once again placed an emphasis on the existence of demons and created a game where you can raise and interact with them. I think the finished project is something I can confidently recommend to fans, so please look forward to it. Alright. So, if there are people who are, interested in, playing, SMT5, I would suggest, recommend, even, don't go out and get the original 5, alright? Just wait until Vengeance comes out, okay? Because it's already gonna have the DLCs from the base game, except for the ones that increase the money, experience, miracles, all that. But wait until this comes out, because you're essentially getting 2 games in one, all for $60. So please don't get the original right now. You just wait 3 more months, alright? Guys can wait 3 more months for this, okay? But, I've seen people say, like, it kind of sucks that, essentially the Switch players are just, quote unquote, the beta testers for, the Vengeance. Because, hey, we played the game before, And this brand new version's coming out and has all this quality of life features and all that stuff, and just like, wow, thanks Atlas. And they mentioned in, I believe, the spotlight that the only bonuses that you get, like, there's like some other bonuses, like the main bonuses that you get from having played SC5 on the Switch is that you can only bring over 3 demons from your compendium into Vengeance. Not even the entire compendium, only 3. And like the fact that the base game came and get updated or upgraded to Vengeance, like with all the quality of life improvements, like it kind of sucks, because like it's like you're literally like similar to like with well, almost similar to P5R, but it's like with Vengeance, it's just like with Royal, like the new stuff is integrated throughout the entire game, right? And all the improvements, like so some of the improvements that was in Royal can really be integrated into just 4, right? Whereas from what we've seen from Vengeance, it totally seems like it can just be implemented, with the DLC update, right? Like with the unique skills, that's maybe an iffy kind of thing. But adding new skills to new attacking skills and all that stuff to the game, that can easily be implemented. Like they added some quality of life features, like I think it was, what was it? I think better frame rate wasn't included. Trying to think. Where? Well, we can check out the spotlight right here just to see. So, believe closed caption, no, but let's see here. Yeah, if we just go a few, well, not more than a few minutes, but so adding quests to the game, yeah, that could have been added to in the base game. And there's no, I turn off the music. Just let's see here. Yeah, unique skill, that's iffy. Yeah, new skills. Yeah, that could have been added via DLC. The demons can be added via DLC. Because like they've already done it before, just by, hey, look at the DLCs that have been added to the game. Yeah, the non-Biho could have been added. Having the demons outside of the party, talking to them, that could have been added. And like some quality life stuff that stayed here. So odd battle features that could have been added via a patch, just like, yeah, increasing the speed of it. Just add it through a patch. Let's see what else. What else? Trying to see, but doesn't seem like there's much. Oh, come on. Yeah, I was saying they got some infinite use items. That's a bonus. Yeah, it's just so dumb that you can only bring up to 3. Only 3 of them. But yeah. The quality of life improvements that they made for Vengeance, they could have easily added to the main game. Like there's been other developers who who've been able to like, hey, let's improve the frame rate. Hey, let's add, auto battles and improve the auto battle speed to that. They've done that just via patch. Just now it's just like, how about we just make a brand new release, make people forget about the old one, and do that, But alright, it's a dumb way to add quality of life ruins when you could have just easily done it via patch like every other developer does. So I feel like, if we ask them, oh hey, how come you didn't just do this via patch? They'd be like, oh, you see, this version, it's just not compatible with the other one, so we have to make a completely new application, a new game for that. So maybe.
Hey guys, this episode is sponsored by W. W is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like other energy drinks. There's also no fillers or artificial dyes. W contains vitamins like B3, B6, C, amino acids, and 150 milligrams of caffeine. W allows you to have faster reaction times paired with laser sharp focus. They have a variety of tubs, shakers, and accessories to choose from. For example, they have these sample cups here, and it comes with 4 different samples. Like we got Dragonade, Galaxy Grenade, Dub Sludge, and Beach and Peach. All for a low price of about $18, so less than $20. But if you use my code PowerJ at checkout, you can save 10% on your order. So what are you guys waiting for? You guys save 10% on your order and anything else on the site with the code PowerJ. So please go to the site, link will be down in the description below, and back to the video.
But we don't have much left in terms of articles here. So next one is another SMT5 related thing. So we got developer interviews and discusses new characters and mechanics. So this is the Famitsu article. So we've already covered some of these. So like obviously the story scenario here. We already believe just skim here. Yeah, so we already covered that there. Get you just basically compare contrast these. Blah, blah, blah. So timeline, talk about vengeance there. It's the reason behind Komori. I think some of this is no, but it's the same. They just made a separate like paragraph between that and this here. Yeah, so that's the same there. Okay, so we talk about the that. Okay, so the 4 female lead of Kaditsu. This is the new stuff here. So the Kaditsu is a demon that I strongly propose and was eventually incorporated. The original Kaditsu is a Sumerian term referring to those who served gods of that era, or those in similar to priestess, position similar to priestess. There are various interpretations of what the Kaditsu actually did, but in this work we interpret it as the oppressed, intertwining it with the themes of the story and expressing the chaotic elements focused on the snake god. I believe that introducing the demons that tempt people, lead them astray, and bring about ruin would add depth to the story. Chaotic elements. That's intriguing. Currently only Lilith, the leader of the Kaditsu, had her name revealed. Might inquire about her design concept? Doi. In terms of concept, we aim to embody the primal form of the female demon, as described in Jewish Talmud and Zohar. We infuse the design with defiance against the creator and Adam, along with the seductiveness, beauty, and ugliness intertwined. Typical demon traits and dignity of a female demon leader. What about the new human character called Yoko? Actually, there was a time during development, this is by Doi, my bad. Actually, during development of the previous game, when we were having a Yoko appear, ultimately we decided against it, because we could sell extra money by putting in another game. But she plays an important role in depicting the revenge story in this title, so we were excited to have her included in this time. Along with her interactions with the Kaditsu, the additions of new characters to the relationship among the main characters will reveal different aspects of the existing characters compared to the canon of creation arc. In some cases, the presence of Yoko and Kaditsu may trigger significant changes in the relationship with existing characters as well. I see. Watching the release PV, Tao's dialogue seems to suggest that Doi, Tao in the canon creation arc appears to be the typical honor student type. But what aspects she will show in the canon vengeance arc? I'd like you to experience that in the game itself. Kamoi? In the previous title, there were many comments expressing how they wish the relationship between characters would have been explored more in depth. So we addressed that in the 2 main scenarios and additional quests in the game. Through each scenario, you should be able to gain a deeper understanding of each character's inner workings and motivation. Yeah, so like Tao and Yuzuru's sister, which I kind of forgot her name, they were really underdeveloped. Well, I feel like majority of the cast were just undeveloped, but those two were essentially non-existent, especially like Yuzuru's sister. Like, she was just there just to be like, oh hey, I'm the cute nerdy girl, and I'm not doing anything at all. Just so hopefully, she will have more importance to the story. So now we got some new mechanics. I assume the evolution of mechanics and new elements will be gradually revealed in the future updates, but could you give us a few examples? For instance, in the PV, the protagonist is seen running through the air. Is running through the air? Kamori, that's the Magatsu Road, a feature that makes field exploration more convenient. By finding those locations, you can create shortcuts in your journey and discover new demons, quests, and other enjoyable surprises. Okay, so that update there, the Magatsu, I don't think that would be possible. Maybe. I'm not a game developer, but I feel like that would, especially on the Switch, with the first, release, I feel like that would take a toll, maybe. But who knows? But so on the road, will we actually encounter demons while we're riding on there, or as soon as we get off the road? I'm also curious about the special passive skills added to all the demons. Kamori, in the previous game, certain demons had unique skills, and we had added to those this time. But there are also another aspect akin to traits that all demons possess. This allows for weaker demons from previous work to find new utility or combinations with specific skills might make them strong. Encourages players to try out different compositions than in previous title. I see. It seems like a feature where those who enjoy tactical thinking will feel the changes the most. Kamori. Additionally, we added a feature for doubling the battle speed to increase the game tempo. We revisit the game's level scaling, where enemies' strength varies depending on the party's level, allowing for lower level parties to defeat strong enemies with strategies. We've adjusted various elements to accommodate different playstyles. Again, I feel like those quality of life updates, they can be added just as an update to the base game, right? Are these some improvements reflected in both main scenarios? Kamori, yes, the scenario canon arc has not been changed. However, systems has been updated to be similar to the canon vengeance arc. And yep, so players looking for a game. I believe those are the same. Yep. So yeah, getting a little bit more details about what the quality of life updates to the game are about, and a little bit more about Yoko. It's not bad, and I've been repeating myself. I know I have a tendency to repeat myself, but sometimes it has to like get through. Some of these quality life updates could have been a patch. They really could have been. But they just decide not to do that. Just to sell another game. I mean, if it was just the vengeance part, I mean, I would have been fine. Because, like, maybe I would have been fine. But since it's also the main game as well, adding all these additions to the main game or the original game, they could just add that as a as a patch to the older one. So it seems it's really conflicted to me with how Alice is doing some of these updates and all that stuff. So I just difficult to express like how it is, express how I want to feel without being too rough, and trying to be constructive as well. But I can't really do much, so there's that. But well, let's go into the last article, and it's not SMT5 related, but it is Metaphor. So not that big, but we do have one last thing to look at after this. But a little break from SMT5. This has been an SMT5 coverage, right? So let's check it out. So Metaphor repaints your PlayStation Store wishlist page features new gameplay loop description. Wishlist pages on the PlayStation Store has gone up for Metaphor in Japan and Asia. The Hong Kong page includes a new description for the game with an overview of Metaphor's features. One of these bullet points describes the gameplay loop of what players will partake in during the day and what they will be doing at night. From the creative minds of Persona 3, 4, and 5 comes Metaphor Repainted Zero, a unique fantasy world where your protagonist will journey along his fairy companions, Gallica, to lift the curse from the kingdom's lost prince. Control your destiny, face your fears, and awaken magical archetype powers that lie dormant in your heart. By awakening to an archetype, you will unlock the power to create channel and combine abilities to combine the abilities of unique job classes, strengthening your bonds, and build your party to take down powerful foes and discover the kingdom's true nature. So some key features: go on quests, dungeon dive, and hunt for treasures by day, strengthen relationship, build bonds, and increase virtues by night. Choose your action wisely. Time management is key to achieving your goal. Ride your Gauntlet Rider to faraway dungeons and towns across an expansive world. Discover beautiful landscapes accompanied by captivating music, immersive UI, and anime cutscenes. A unique battle system combining turn-based and real-time real-time action grants you strategy and exhilaration at every turn. Party customization through archetypes provide freedom to personalize your adventure. Mysterious and exciting story unfolds in a world where people must fight for their own anxiety. Join the high-stakes royal tournament that promises hours of captivating exploration and discovery. Alright. Xbox Japan page confirms that the game will be rated C, C, ages 15 and up in Japan for crime and violence. Alright. So, getting a little taste of, what the game is about. Pretty cool. So obviously, very inspired by Persona, just based off of, well, obviously from the great minds of Persona 3, 4, 5. But we have, the day night system, quests, strengthening your bonds, all that stuff. So it's basically like, it is Persona adjacent. But it kind of feels like, hey, we have 2 Persona games as our Persona in quotes as our 3 pillars. We have SNT, the original, and Persona, the sister series, and then Metaphor, the stepsister. Maybe that's a bit too rude, but it's essentially another Persona game with a fantasy, like medieval kind of fantasy coat over it, right? But I'm not complaining that it's bad. But just you can obviously tell like it's really close to Persona. But again, I'm excited for this. We've been waiting for this since what, 2016. It's coming out this year. Oh, I'm just excited for this. I want this. I want this in my hands. Please, just let me pre-order this already. And will this have a collector's edition? They haven't mentioned that at all yet. You might get an update during the summer maybe. So we just gotta stay tuned for that. And then next up we have our last, well, not article, but we have an update to Persona 5 X. So Persona 5 X, Persona 5 the Phantom X app story is translated. So Persona Phantom of the Night is now available for pre-order and will be officially launched in March. The game is officially authorized by Sega, fully supervised by Alice, and created by Perfect World Games. So that's the new game, the new name apparently for P5X, Persona Phantom of the Night. If you're a loyal fan of the Persona series, there's no need to wait and click the pre-order button now. Everything you expect about the P series will be fully demonstrated in the game. A moving plot that goes deep into the depths of human nature, stylish music and interface design, in-depth turn-based combat, and Persona development systems, scheduled gameplay, and partner relationships. For the new fans, check out this charming game series with more than 2 decades of history. The setting of Persona is derived from Hegelian psychology. The protagonist you will play will summon the power of the Persona and cross the boundary between daily life and abnormality, and fight deep into the palace of human souls. Into the palace of the human souls. Each generation of Persona games explores themes about society and the human heart. For example, the 3rd generation explores negative emotions, the 4th generation explores the impact of media on the human heart, and the critically acclaimed 5th generation explores how people break out of stereotypes and search for freedom. Why don't they say the first 2 generations, huh? Why did they gotta, just skip over 1 and 2 and just jump into 3, 4, and 5, huh? Get them, the recognition they deserve, Come on. So, Persona 5, the Phantom of the Night X. Is it Persona 5, the Phantom of the Night X, or is it Persona the Phantom of the Night, or is it Persona 5 Phantom of the Night X? Like, you gotta, make a certain, you gotta make it consistent, right? So, Persona 5 Phantom of the Night X and Persona 5 share the same time and space. In the story of the 5th generation, Joker leads the Phantom Thieves of the Heart to carry out heart-stealing operations against various ugly phenomena in society, promoting good and eliminating evil, and promoting people to repent. However, the protagonist of the new work seems to be different from Joker. You will summon new generations of Phantom Thieves to solve the difficult problems you have to face. A large number of youth people in modern society have fallen into a depressed state of losing desire, which has resulted in a series of events. The story about desirelessness and personality mask begins here. Alright, and got some pictures. You just got a full screen there. Not sure. Does it say, what's the app for this. I mean, it looks like it looks like Apple, maybe. I don't use Apple, but yeah, I can see, right at the bottom there, it doesn't say like Persona 5 or anything. Just, well, just say it all. And there. Yeah, a little update back, what the game's a little bit about. Hopefully we can get a full release of this in the West, please. But at least, it's at least I think this Chinese release is releasing in March, so that is pretty good. We just gotta wait on that confirmation. We already know that Japan and I believe Korea is getting it. So it's from then on. When is Europe getting? When is Africa getting? When is South America getting? Where is North America getting? All that stuff. But it's just something we just gotta wait. People are speculating either late 2024 or it's gonna go into 2025. Hopefully, they can work together with the Western branch to just try to get this all done in a timely manner. But that's just we're just gonna have to wait. I feel like they're gonna do something big, just like, hey, we got this special surprise that you might not even know about, right? And we'd be like, we already known this. We've known this for a long time. We saw the leaks. We're not dumb. We pay attention to the international news. Which is like, it's kind of dumb, like, how some companies be like, oh, hey, here's this game that you guys never know about. We're like, we already know about this. We've been asking you to release it. But hey, thanks for doing that. But, yeah, I think we're gonna call it here. I'm getting kind of hungry. I'm actually recording this, earlier than usual. I usually record this at night, but I think I've said this early in the episode that I'm trying to record more P3 reload later on tonight, so that's the whole thing. So yeah, we're just gonna call it here. I do want to give a shout out to my patrons. If you guys do want to support the show, links to the Patreon will be in the description below. All your support is really helpful. You can donate as low as $1. That can help out as well. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. The next episode, obviously, of the podcast is gonna be 2 weeks. So, the week of March 17th will be the next episode. Hopefully, nothing screws up. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share it, share with our friends. Check out in the description below for all my social media links. And I will see you guys soon on the next episode of the Cathedral of Belford podcast. I will see you guys next time. Bye!